I'm about to do something that can completely backfire. I'm asking the best coaches in the entire world thoughts on Marlow's gameplay. And I wanted to ask them one thing. What do they actually see here? So my coaches and I decided to go through unreasonable, unhealthy, and life-questioning lengths of research to actually understand one thing. How is Marlow cheating? This can easily make Marlow's situation a whole lot more chaotic. Oh my god, there's no way. I actually can't believe you found that. However, this video has the potential to hold someone accountable for manipulating the community for so long. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Vu, and I own a professional coaching program. Anyone who is going to be analyzing her gameplay in this video is actually a professional coach on our program. Some of them are even number 4 on the leaderboard. These guys analyze aim for a living, so if anyone's more qualified to talk about this, it's them. And what they just found first is actually insane. Alright, Near, what's up, dude?
Hey, man.
What'd you find, buddy?
Hello.
What's up,
I'm Near. I'm a Immortal 3 Valorant player consistently. You know, hold on here.
Anything but radio.
Yeah. So main thing first, she never overflicks, and when she does, she clicks in perfect timing, so the overflick doesn't matter. That doesn't make any sense. Secondly, horrible posture for aiming. Her mouse is near the edge of the mouse pad. I'm assuming that everyone who's gonna watch a video on hackusations is gonna understand basic aiming, but you know, hand off of the mouse pad is always bad alignment because that means you can't place consistent pressure on the mouse reliably, which means you're gonna consistently overflick, especially on a high sense. Secondly, she's playing palm grip on an extremely high sense. That never happens. Like, that never happens. I play fingertip grip. I also play an insanely high sense in every FPS game, and I have never once decided to put my hands fully on the mouse because you just can't control it. You can't control it at all. I'm not mad. Third, the alignment in her body, she's twisted because she's playing where her keyboard is out of view. I'm assuming because she's either macroing with the keyboard or the mouse. So she doesn't want people to see if she's hotkeying anything, which I'm not sure if anyone has pointed that out before. This is weird, extremely weird. Third, her mouse pad. This isn't, you know, the typical mouse pad of somebody who's good at aiming. I'm not saying you can't aim without, you know, spending a lot of money on mouse pads, but if you're going to play ridiculously high sensitivities, or if you're going to hone in on, you know, being mechanically good at video games, you're most likely going to upgrade your mouse pad to something, you know, more consistent. A wall hack pad, Kurosun, even a Logitech pad, a Razer pad, something gaming related, maybe. I'm assuming she's using stock skates on this Have It mouse pad, which is completely an unknown brand. Their mouses are good for macroing though. And you know what? Past that, that's all I can say on that. She always, you know, never overcorrects or never micro corrects on her flicks. They're always either center mass, or if she misses, she still manages to hit them because of her click timing, which is kind of ridiculous unless you're trigger botting.
All right, let's look at her montages. I just want you to see how smooth it is. You don't even have to say anything. I just want you to see this is a dynamic game mode rather than horizontal. And like, look how perfect center it is. Never an overflick in sight, bro. You see how much different this is? Always on the center.
Oh yeah, that's that
exact center. Slow it down. Go to like 0.25 speed and look.
Oh my god, that's actually ridiculous.
Every time she adjusts, she always clicks on the center of like their hitbox.
Okay, TP.
Exact
right
center,
to the center.
When she clicked. Exact center. Isn't that
she's gonna do it again?
Target?
Exact center. She's gonna do it again. Exact center.
So stupid.
She doesn't hit for the head. She's not spamming her sword like a normal person. Boom, exact center. Not accidentally hitting is kind of throwing me for a loop here, because even at a high sense, or even when you're making direct clicks like that, most people will tend to react more than once. She's perfectly timing it to hit within the range, which is kind of ridiculous to me, and it's always center mass.
It's so much more different compared to the shaky aim and the cheating one. And this is a harder game mode against people who are way better than those people.
What I'm not getting is, she's a normal player would aim for other parts of the body, maybe the arms, maybe the legs, but she's consistently aiming center mass, not even for the head. Like, she's coming down here and she doesn't click until she's right dead center with the torso, which is pretty confusing for me.
Pelvis. Like, look, now she has to like flick and make an adjustment.
And she's on absurdly high sense. There's no overflick there. Even tracking on a super high sense is ridiculously hard.
Look at that micro adjustment.
That doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah, no, hold on. Look at how smooth that was. That was insanely smooth. Where was that? Oh, this was the most replayed too. This was insanely smooth. Hold on. Watch
The wind
this.
charge up, yeah. That was tough.
Perfectly center of the body.
And then even when she has to flick down, it's still sending.
And my main issue is you're not, every aimer has a weak side, right? So for me, my left side, I can consistently hit flicks on my right side. I cannot consistently aim to the left. She seems to be perfect. Some aimers can't hit flicks mechanically upwards as well as they can hit them downwards. Some can't aim to the left. Some can't aim to the right as well as they do. Somehow, some way, she is just mechanically perfect.
Best tracking in the literal world on a sensitivity 3 times as high as the second place Minecraft player. This is the fastest sense in the entire world that someone's at this level. Like, there is no esports player in any game that plays on a sense.
I mean, maybe League of Legends, bro, because they just click around a lot, I guess. I don't know, bro. Yeah, okay, buddy. Like, either she frame skipped this or she just didn't make an adjustment at all in like a frame. That doesn't make any sense, bro. Oh my god. That's a 1 frame adjustment. You just showed me the greatest player. Get her on Sentinels. I want you to understand, on her sense, that is the equivalent of like moving down 1 centimeter on your mouse pad perfectly.
I see what you mean now.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because like I know you're thinking about it from the mindset of like a normal sensitivity, right? Within that 0.1 to 0.5 800 DPI range, right? That's normal. That's complacent. You can pull that off on that because you can, you have like an inch of space to work with, left, right, up, down, in where the character's still on screen. For her, on that DPI, so I'm gonna set this to 8600 DPI, right? This is 1 inch on my mouse pad. I'm going to push it exactly 1 inch. I'm not even touching the mouse. That is me releasing the mouse. That's 1 inch.
Yeah.
Middle of the sensor. Do you see how fast this is? I'm
Yeah,
barely
yeah.
moving my mouse.
If you do like a full right range of motion, like wrist movement, it literally does like 5 360s on her sense. It's so stupid. Just 1 full right. Like dude.
Matter of fact, give me 1
2
second.
to 3 centimeters is the diameter of her mouse sensor.
Just for showcase. This is the mouse. This is the mouse pad. Like, I'm barely moving. I have 2 fingers on my mouse.
You couldn't replicate her gameplay on a sense that's 50% slower. Either she's the best gamer in the world or she's blatant cheating.
That's tens. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what anyone says. Get her on a pro salary immediately. Sign her up. She got to go tier 1 in something. We can't just be bumming it in Minecraft lobbies at this point, bro. We got to take Faker's spot. She got to take down all of VCT. She got to come for Donk next. I don't care what anyone says, bro. She's up next. No information on the mouse besides like its size and its width and the fact that you can change the size, which is already a red flag, right? So she's playing with something that most, serious or professional gamers, I would assume she's pretty professional since she's at almost 400k subscribers and was consistently posting for a little bit.
She's number 1 in the world, so yeah.
I would assume she's pretty professional, right? This is kind of ridiculous. You're running run-of-the-mill, not even run-of-the-mill, office equipment, I would basically call this, because it probably has the same sensor as a Dell mouse that comes out the box. You can't find any information on it. Nobody's selling it. They're not even selling their own mouse. So this was probably with a pre-built device, most likely. I'm assuming the PC she was using at the beginning of the video or whatever, what hacking is bad. It probably came with this PC and she probably just never decided on switching it since, because why would you have to switch when you're cheating, right? DPI down, right? Ergonomic mouse. I don't know who would use an ergo mouse for aiming besides maybe Shroud, because he has what's his mouse, the G502 or whatever he runs, G305, one of them, but I know it's an ergo mouse. He says it fits nice in his hand, but he's a palm grip player, right? She's playing absurdly high sense with palm grip. Keep in mind her grip, by the way. What is this 5-finger death grip? No palm contact because her palm is covering. No pinky contact, so she's not able to hard stop. I really don't know what to say about this mouse because there's nothing to say about it. It's 125 grams and it's stubby. I can't even find the driver, man. Oh my god.
All right, so what did you find, dude?
So what I pretty much find is like with the gameplay of both the Minecraft player versus pro players. So pretty much like if you can look like first clip, let's look at the pro clip. So pretty much whenever like my boy Mito, how his aim is so calm, tense. It's just like everyone, like you could tell he's like a calm, intense player. But like whenever you would look at the pro, like Minecraft quote unquote player, the movement that she has, it's kind of like it's shaky, but at the same time, it's just like she has high sense. But the problem is, it's too high that like it shouldn't be like she shouldn't be getting these combos in, pretty much. Like see how she's just comboing, but like even like right there, if you notice like right here, let's just slow it down. Instantly 360'd into a hit. Most people would have whiffed this shot, but like instantly it was like a genuine hit, which most people wouldn't be able to hit that, which is surprising. So that's kind of one fishy thing about it. I don't know if you noticed, but like also if you can't tell, is that she does a lot of, I don't know if this is like a Minecraft thing. I don't play much of Minecraft PvP to know this. I don't know if like the 360 is like a thing that you guys do in Minecraft, but I mean, that's not something most people do. I'm not sure again, but that is something a lot of people don't do. And then if we see another clip here from Mito, he's like super calm and like not so shaky about it. I mean, he's a little shaky, but you could tell that he's definitely not a cheat. I mean, I don't know what's the accusations towards her, but it's not like, it's not right. Let's just say that. I would say that she's like not a it's not an actual like, I think it's what, trigger botting that she's quote unquote using. I don't know the whole like backstory with this Minecraft PvP, but the way that she's playing against everybody that she's like is 1v1ing, apparently it's just not how everyone's saying that it's legit. Because like even right here, like look she's healing. I don't like, that's the thing. It's like also I don't understand how fast she did it.
Yeah.
Cause like
Sorry. Oh no, sorry. Keep going. My bad. I didn't think that would pick up in the mic, bro. My bad.
You're all good. Anyways, with the 1v1s that she does, it's just like I don't believe how she does it. I mean, even like with the
you know, I'm gonna put my phone down. My bad. I'm sorry. Keep going. My bad.
It's okay.
Dude,
Even with
I'll get off shorts, bro.
If we look at it too, the way that she's like, even like the way she's gripping her like mouse and everything, it's like a calm like grip, but like at the same time, it's just like not a lot of players do this type of motion. So it's kind of fishy how she plays, but I mean, that's what you want, just mute your mic. This what you just want to mute your mic at this point. Anyways,
LeBron James. Sorry. Okay, you can actually go now.
I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know much about her. I don't know much about this Minecraft player. That's just my own opinion about the whole situation. Is like there is something definitely fishy about this whole gameplay that she has. I know she's trying to quote unquote cover it up with the whole cam, but like it doesn't seem right. I mean, if you look at it too, I don't know if you noticed, but in this little like view she has, there's something on the bottom. I don't, unless that's just her HUD super like zoomed out, but it's just super fishy on how she plays. Let's just say that.
Hey, dude.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Do you know why I'm calling you?
No, what are you calling me about?
You already know what I'm calling you about. Just stream it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I sent you on a little mission to do your own little research with no context about Marlow, and just go and order what you found and what you believe in. And
So I was looking at some of the clips that you sent me, and I noticed that in her mace PvP, her tracking was extremely smooth, which is already a little insane for how her sense is. If you slow down the footage and look at her crosshair, it's almost always
centering towards their pelvis, regardless of where she's at or what position she's in. As soon as it gets to the perfect center, that's when it hits. And then it goes back up. And then you'll notice that whenever she descends on them with an elytra as well, her tracking is extremely bad. Like, her crosshair's all the way over here. It's really fidgety. You'll see whenever she flicks around, it goes really far, like she's on a really high sense that she can't control. And then as soon as she like gets within range of the target, it again snaps right back to the pelvis and then hits, and then she goes back up.
Obviously, when you're in an elytra, like you're aiming somewhere off, right? So when she flicks
obviously.
back, it's always in the center.
Always in the center. And you'll look like, if I go back to normal speed, this is extremely fast gameplay. Like, you wouldn't notice anything if you didn't slow it down at all. Look, that was actually insane. Look how fast she like just randomly flicked down.
Yeah, and like normal
again-
players, whenever they have to perform a flick, they overflick. And Marlow
Yeah,
just
exactly. They
perfect
don't go
tracking and
perfectly
stops the
towards their
second.
pelvis.
Yeah.
Look how high her crosshair is for some stupid reason. And as soon as she gets within the target, it flicks down and immediately hits their pelvis. See this every time she descends on someone with an elytra. And then another thing that I found insane is right here at 156 in this clip. When she goes to hit this person, you'll notice that once her crosshair like locks on, as I've been saying, you'll notice that as it goes down towards the pelvis, this is a perfectly centered shot already. There's no reason for her to adjust anymore. This continues to here. But then look, it's perfectly tracking the center. I'm gonna replay that. It perfectly tracks the center of their hitbox all the way around. Absolutely insane. No mistakes at all. And then if you open this
Weird.
clip where like hacking is bad, whatever, you'll notice first that she's not even showing her keyboard. This is like the first thing that's freaking weird. And if you watch the way that she's taking her fight, you'll notice that her crosshair is nowhere near as perfect as it was in the mace clips. You'll notice that whenever she's taking her fights, her crosshair is not perfectly centered by any means. Look, like here, she's within range as she was with the mace, but her crosshair would normally be here when it's not. And again, like it's on his shoulder. Barely hits him, by the way. And then again, as soon as he moves, look how like slow she is to track him. And then she overflicks completely here. And then she has to readjust.
Yeah, this is how like normal players should be aiming whenever they have to make a big adjustment. They overflick. She's overflicking here, but she wasn't in the mace whenever she made like even farther adjustment.